imagine never growing up? I don't mean Peter Pan not growing up. I mean staying at toddler level by choice. Having someone cut up your food, tie your shoelaces, tell you what to wear, when to eat, what to do, by choice. When I was getting ready to publish my first novel, Mabel the Lovelorn Dwarf, I had to make a lot of decisions and it was overwhelming. So I took to Facebook and I posted that I missed the days when my parents made all the decisions for me. In reality, though, that would be pretty horrible. I mean, a day here and there maybe, and I do love it when my mom cooks for me, but not every day. As writers, once we have taken classes, read books on writing, and started to learn more about the craft of writing, it becomes more difficult. We get more critical of our writing. We long for those early days when all we had to do was sit down and write without thinking about everything else that goes into it. But that would be like remaining a toddler by choice for our writing lives. And that brings me to the fifth and final step of the Atlas framework, advance. Over the next few minutes, I'll be covering the fifth step of the Atlas framework, advance. What is it? Why is it important? And what is the biggest mistake writers make? Advance is all about growing as a writer. This is where we learn about the craft of writing, the elements of story and storytelling. There is no avoiding it. The more you write, research, immerse yourself in the writing community, you're going to grow, and growth is a good thing. Without it, your writing stagnates, your stories stagnate, and readers lose interest. We achieve growth by continuing to get feedback through beta readers, critique partners, and editors. We continue to attend courses, workshops, and read books on the craft of writing. And we interact with fellow writers to learn and to share, to celebrate and to commiserate about our writing and the industry. Very few writers in the history of writers have ever reached their pinnacle, achieved their writing and publishing dreams on their very first attempt. Growth is necessary to moving forward, to moving on with our writing path and achieving our goals. As you learn, you will find your first drafts improving. You may need fewer editing passes, and your stories develop faster. They become more robust and intriguing. They become the professional product you want them to be. So what is the biggest mistake writers make? Expecting instant implementation of writing concepts learned every time. It's hard not to. If you think about learning math or biology or grammar in school, as soon as you learn 2 plus 2 equals 4, you're expected to know it every time, forever after. Now, it isn't that we don't understand the concept of character conflict or about effective use of dialogue. It isn't that we forget these concepts exist either. Rather than thinking of them as concepts or facts like 2 plus 2 equals 4, think of them as muscle memory. The more you practice them, the more natural they become, like playing a musical instrument or a serve in tennis. The concept of how and what to do is there. It just doesn't become natural until it has been practiced over and over and over again. Until that happens, our inner saboteur loves to tell us we're stupid, we should know better, we're terrible writers, we're a fraud. You're not. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Far too often, though, we become hypercritical of ourselves and of our writing, and we don't progress. And this is where coaching and group coaching can help. Over the past several videos, I've covered the Atlas framework of assess, aspire, approach, achieve, and advance. And just like planning a road trip, there will be roadblocks, and you may need to find alternate routes. You will need daily mindset work on abundance and joy, and that's where I as a coach and advisor can come in, to help with that work, to help define your path, one that works specifically for you, to get you there faster. I'm going to be holding an information session on my group coaching opening the first week of October, and spots are going to be limited to 10 at a very special founding member price. There will be some self-study, but mostly I will be teaching and coaching. I will be hosting evening and weekend writing retreats, and you will find your supportive writing community to help you write the story you want to write, grow your readership, and level up your publishing game without guilt, self-doubt, or imposter syndrome. Click the link below to save your seat today. Until next time, happy writing.